Yes.
We say, welcome, folks. Welcome from. So we are here to bring you the happenings surrounding the controversial death of Liberian economic and political analyst Samuel Jackson's wife death right here. So what we ask you to do is to stay with us. Don't go away. The forensic team has come right here. Florence City has come from the Liberian National Police. They are here to continue the investigation that continued earlier this morning. So stay with us.
Has already begun. Open the door, right? Even from the outside of the building.
Okay.
A lot of officers are still here moving around. Some of Jackson's residents.
Well, you saw the picture I beg you, please. Talk to the press people to give us. Oh, yeah, give a chance.
So we remain right here. We will remain posted here to bring you the happening. But as it is, we are right here, stay here to bring you the major happenings surrounding the investigation into the death of Liberian economic and political analyst Samuel Jackson's home right here. So we say stay with us. We are right here, and the investigation began earlier this morning from the Liberian National Police police headquarters, and it's still continuing here. So at this point, a team from the forensic department of the LNP has arrived right here, along with Samuel Jackson, who was declared person of interest into the death of his own wife. They are all right here. So stay with us, don't go away, as we bring you the happening from right here. So we've been asked to give some chance as the team will continue their investigation right here. So we are posted. We like to say stick and stay with us. Don't go away. Keep sharing this live as we remain posted to bring you the happening. So this is indeed the major concern in the country, and it's the latest when it comes to discussions right now to attire shops, business centers, and every other gathering. You hear now the discussion regarding the mysterious. I don't want to call it mysterious, but then the death of Tonia Jackson. Tonia Jackson is the wife to Liberian economic Samuel Jackson, and Samuel Jackson earlier on, that was on the Thursday, Samuel Jackson posted in the afternoon after appearing on the OK Morning Rush with Clarence Jackson. Samuel Jackson posted that his wife fell off and she was partially in coma, and they were finding way out to get her to a hospital, for quick medical attention. And then later on, he posted that his wife was, it was being very difficult to get ambulance. According to him, they contacted 2 different ambulances, and then they were not able to get any until he himself used their car. This is the vehicle, the Tonia Rad, that is the Tunings Rad, is a rad company, that is, it's a business that they are doing as well. So you just put in your order and you get them. So one of them were used yesterday on that Thursday evening, according to him, to get his wife to the hospital, immediately. And then when that was done yesterday morning, we saw a post from The Economist indicating that his wife did not make it. It was a shocking news. A lot of people have ever heard from him, at this point in time. So it grew a lot of concern, and condolences were put in until in the afternoon hour when we got the information, when he went live shortly, posting that police were around his house. Police barricaded his house, for just no reason. He went live. There were a lot of words that he used yesterday outside of this same fence, and on that same camera were police officers who were seen. But then later on, we got a statement from the Liberian National Police indicating that Sam Jackson, who happened to be the husband to the late Tonya Jackson, is a person of interest. It's a person of interest into the death. At that same time, we begin to see some photos, disturbing photos on the internet, circulating on the internet, that it was, somewhere mark indicating bruises, on the skin, and some way, some hard cut, on the head and the eyes. At some point, the eyes were red. So, the police said that he, being a husband to the late Tonya, was indeed a person of interest into the case. And as a result of that, he was invited this morning to the LNP headquarters in Central Monrovia. So he spent some hours there, appeared at 11 o'clock, spent some time up to this afternoon. And then the police, decided, through the forensic team, decided to come here to his home to come and to come and continue the investigation. So we are right here. We are here to bring you this live and to tell you exactly what is ongoing here. How is the investigation being conducted? So right here, we've been asked to give some space, to the investigative team, that is the forensic team. So we are posted here, and of course, to bring you what exactly the situation is. So we ask that you keep sharing this live, keep sharing, and keep following. If you have never been following us, we ask that you keep following this broadcast for more of these developments. So right here, this is it. And like we said, it has sparked a lot of argument, a lot of debate. Some have said that he can be, it is possible that he may have done it, and some will say it is not possible that he will do that. So it just depends who you talk to at this point. But the police investigation is ongoing. The forensic team is here, while police officers are still outside here since yesterday, and they are still right here. They are still outside of the building to conduct to remain here, to remain on the ground. So we are told that this lady, being the late wife, being a citizen from South Africa, we are told as well that the South African embassy in Liberia has expressed interest into this matter. And of course, nothing else we look up to but the very result from the Liberian National Police in this matter. So stay with us, don't go away. We don't know what will be the next step for now. What are the police? What are we will be able to talk to some of those who carry on the investigation, and we see some from other members here posted outside of the building, but within the fence itself, they are here. And And then we ask that you be with us. The investigation continue. So this is basically day one of the investigation, that is being handled by the forensic team. We also got the information that the remain was deposited at the Samuel Stracker Funeral Home, pending investigation. So this is it. This is a public concern. A lot of activists, lot of social media activists, a lot of women rights activists have been around, and a lot of posts as well been coming up. Even Samuel Jackson, who is accused, have been making some statements, in the public, has been speaking to the media at some point in time. He was questioned by journalists as to whether he has been involved into any domestic violence, and then he said that of course he has been. He and his wife, as normal people, have had a misunderstanding over the past time, and that was resolved. When was the last time you got involved into a fight with your wife? He said more than 2 years ago, and that was done. And yesterday in another interview, that was not an interview but a post. He said that there is no record of him beating on any of his ex-wives, and that they should be asked if they are a perfect testimony to the kind of lifestyle that he live, especially when it comes to relationship. So this is it. This is the situation here. Everybody I've been posting, and everybody following this situation, and all that we ask you to do as well is to patiently follow us on this matter. Afonso Kalama is my name, and we are coming to you live from the home of Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson is a well-known, economist in Liberia, and political actors as well. Currently a member of the Citizens Movement for Change, that is the CMC. So stay right here. Vehicles for the company, that is the Tunis rod here, still coming in. So stay with us. Like we said, Jackson have made a statement. Jackson has made a statement, open statement to the public, to the media, and matter of fact, he has been posting. Those who know, those of you who know him well will, the kind of a way he responds to issues. So, I mean, he has been responding no differently to the way he normally return. So his counselor is here, his legal representative is here. So we're hoping that we can get a word from any of them, any of his legal counsel in this matter. So stay with us. Don't go away. Investigation continue. The forensic team is still into and conducting their work, their investigation. As a matter of fact, yesterday, like we said, there were disturbing photos circulating on the internet, with at some you see bruises on the arm, and some of the photos were showing cut, on the head, and at some point we saw some photos with the eye being red, around the eye, swell up with bruises, So perhaps the police, we don't know how the police got their information, before coming up with a statement that Sam Jackson is a person of interest into this matter. Well, we are here. It is investigation that we establish the outcome of this, and the public is watching. Everybody is closely monitoring, this matter, and we ask that you stay with us. Don't go away. Be there.
watching this live. Keep sharing this live, keep following this live.
So we'd like to say thanks for watching, and we'll rejoin you.
So, like we said, this is a matter of public concern, and there are a lot of people who have been closely monitoring this, to see the outcome, how this is going to be like. And this, we like to say, is just the beginning. Earlier on, Samuel had appeared, Mr. Jackson had appeared at the LNP headquarters in Central Monrovia, and there were a lot of interrogations ongoing. And this afternoon, after staying there for a while, we saw the police, ahead of one of his Tunis vehicle, heading towards his home. And of course, they are here, and we are here as well. So all we need you to do is to keep sharing as we establish right here. We remain posted to bring you the fight that will be established by UNE authority. That is state authority. Be with us. Don't go away. Invite someone to watch this scene along with you. Schools of media personnel I posted out here, bringing you a live stream from the home of Mr. Jackson. Stay with us.
One of the issues raised by Samuel Jackson is that the Liberian National Police did not have a search warrant or a warrant from the court to access the scene where his wife was discovered unconscious. And he was being invited today following 2 hours plus with police, with the forensic team at the Liberian National Police. Mr. Jackson is being escorted now with the forensic.
So we see Mr. Jackson, legal representative, going in and out, in and out, right here. Like we said, we hope that he can talk to us. After the police, after the forensic team, partial investigation, right here.
We want you to please give us we will try to make some adjustments here. All right, so folks, we want to make sure. Okay, so all indications now, the audio seems to be very this is where we are on TV. We are coming to you live from the residence of Samuel Jackson, and we have all right, so we are currently at home of Mr. Samuel Jackson, and what we have going on now is the execution of search and seizure warrant. Initially, there was a situation where Mr. Jackson resisted police request to access the room where his wife was found cold. But for the several hours before the team at the Liberian National Police, there's an execution of the search and seizure warrant here live at the St. Jackson's residence. As you see at the far end there, you have his legal representative. His legal representative, Mr. Jackson's legal representative, in there as well. You have his nephew, and you have the rest of the other folks in there. The forensic team is also in there as well as they execute the search and seizure warrant here live at Mr. Jackson's residence. And we're also getting information. We're also hearing that Mr. Jackson, following the search and seizure warrant here today, following this execution, an autopsy is going to be conducted on the release of Mr. Jackson's wife tomorrow. The Ministry of Justice has given the go ahead for the conduct of the autopsy. The autopsy will basically establish as to what led to the death of Jackson, what led to the death, what caused the death. These kinds of activities or the autopsy are very key to these kinds of investigations because it further answers so many questions with respect to what happened, what transpired, and further informs the forensic team as to what the outcome of the investigation will be. So we're looking forward now to seeing what happens. The media is not allowed in there, but finally the forensic team now has access to the residence of Samuel Jackson. They have now moved in. They are currently conducting the execution of the carry on the execution of the search and seizure warrant. This is continuing, and we are still here live as the resident of Mr. Jackson. Let's see if we can get the all right, so initially we have received information about the getting Southeast because we had to come this in since once we got official information that the team was actually headed towards Mr. Jackson's residence. So we look forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of minutes from now. But Mr. Jackson is in there with the team as well. Yesterday we spoke with Samuel Jackson. He said that they needed to be the warrant. Without the warrant, they could not access the system. And today, he has given access to the system. We're yet to establish as to whether his driver is here as well. Because yesterday the driver was also taken in for questioning to aid with the investigation, and so we are yet to establish as to whether the phone and the driver have been released as well. But contrary to what a lot of people thought, that since the fact Mr. Jackson was going to a court, that marked the case of investigation, or maybe that he was walking out 100% free, or totally free. The information that so far is proving, is pointing contrary to that thought. What is the fact now is that Mr. Jackson is here at his residence for the several hours of the investigation based on the execution that the police have carried out. So following the search and seizure warrant, following the execution, and the pieces of information, the pieces of evidence that we gathered from there, that will then determine the next stage of investigation. What's going to happen next? All of these will be determined by the outcome of this particular process that's going on now. This will determine as to whether the police will say, okay, yes, we got sufficient information linking Mr. Jackson or whoever to homicide or as to whether there was absolutely no crime in this process. Another key thing to take into consideration here is that the law where the release of Jackson's president has been visited as well. The representatives from the South African embassy visited along with the Liberian National Police and the forensic team from the Liberian National Police, and also to have a family representative, two family representatives from Samuel Jackson. They visited more the forensic team, of the cops, and some pieces of information as well that are going from this particular investigation. Indication from indication right now, this investigation seems to be just at the very beginning, because following this process, next thing we're going to see tomorrow is that the police, the Ministry of Justice has given go ahead for an autopsy to be conducted. That autopsy plus the search and seizure warrant that is being executed now, plus the pieces of information gathered from the law, these are all things that will aid the investigation, coupled with the fact that some of the eyewitnesses or folks who were at the residence of Mr. Jackson, talking about the cook and the driver, have also been called in. They've been providing pieces of information as well with respect to the death of Mr. Jackson. So all of these different engagements, activities, and so forth would definitely inform the forensic team as to how to come up what the final decision will be as to whether Mr. Jackson will be charged and forwarded to court for homicide, or as to whether he's going to walk out a free man. This is just one of the many processes that are leading to that particular stage. So, but while this is going on, the autopsy is up next. Today, search and seizure warrant is being executed. Tomorrow is the conduct of the autopsy. And we're definitely going to bring you more information, more details around the conduct of the autopsy as well, and of course when exactly and everything. That's very important information that we're going to provide for you there every step of the way. So yes, this is where we are. We're looking forward to seeing what happens. Mr. Jackson, who is returned from the investigation and the engagement in there with the forensic team, he declined speaking with the media. Most of you are aware that Mr. Jackson yesterday was very open to the media. In fact, we had two separate interviews, media engagements with Mr. Jackson. At first, he outlined, narrated the activities leading to the collapse or the unconscious discovery of his wife in the room. He said they had planned to go for shopping and so forth and so on, and he narrated the entire situation. The next engagement we had with him was when he disclosed that there was some examination done on the remains of his wife, that the forensic team visited the law where the remains of his wife is, and they, examined the remains of his wife without his consent. Those were all concerns he raised in these different interviews we conducted with him. But today is another day, and of course, progress is what we're seeing here as we keep following and keep providing you updates on this particular situation. Mr. Jackson is in there. We cannot say exactly as to what the situation is in there, but what we can tell you is that upon the conclusion of the activities in there, we're definitely going to get word from some of the folks there to know exactly where we stand on this matter. Thanks for watching Spoon TV. My name is Nelson Blair, and of course, we are here live at Mr. Jackson's residence. And the authority is now in charge. The room is being searched. There was a point when it was being disclosed that Mr. Jackson had some of the workers, the cook and the driver, the two individuals who were being invited by the police, they were being asked to wipe the blood on the floor, and that again has turned out to be one of the many testimonies in this particular investigation that has caught the attention of a lot of people. There are some who hold the view that once the
Okay, so we have been very, very busy doing some technical adjustment at the background right here. So from wherever you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome. Thanks for being with us, and always follow this platform for more and more local updates. So if you're just joining us, we like to say thank you for joining us. And we are coming to you live from the home of Samuel Jackson. And like we said, Samuel Jackson is being considered by the police as person of interest in the death of his wife, Tonya Jackson. And this came yesterday after he announced in the morning that his wife has passed off. But before announcing that his wife has passed off, and then there were several posts that the public followed from Mr. Jackson, beginning from where he made a comment that his wife is his very in common, and there was so many times that he was making the region where he had they drew one of their vehicles as part of the tourist route, in the compound. And then that was done. That interaction was done. Those posts were made on the Thursday afternoon, following his appearance on the OK Morning Rush. Right after he left the show around 10, we began to see this post from him around the afternoon hour. And then sadly yesterday morning, he posted early in the morning. He posted that his wife had passed off. His wife did not make it. And then it was very disheartening, and that post in particular, had several, condolences coming in, friends, relatives, and partners in friend. We're talking about people who move together, sympathizers. Everyone were in yesterday morning with, condolences street from all angles. And then around the afternoon hour, shockingly, Mr. Jackson posted that he went live showing police around his residence yesterday in this same compound. He went live right before his compound, posting that police were around, police were around his compound. Police had barricaded his fence, and they were under the instruction of the police IG Gregory Como. And then while expressing this, there were several, expression he had yesterday. Right after having that interaction, the police in no time came up with their statement, that Mr. Jackson, police were present at his home because he was being considered, or he is being considered as a person of interest in the death of his wife. And then right after that, we began seeing several posts from all angles, posts, disturbing posts talking about some, with several marks, bruises, and other stuff. Some, cannot just be described. And these photos have been trending on the internet since the police pronouncement yesterday. And up to current, Mr. Jackson was invited, in fact, to the LNP's head office in Central Monrovia. And this morning he availed himself somewhere around 11 o'clock. He posted and then he availed himself to the police headquarters. And then after appearing there, there was some back and forth, interrogations from the police to Mr. Jackson regarding, the death of his wife. And then in no time this afternoon, we saw the team of, including the forensic team who had come, right here and where we are posted, bringing you, initiating, such a seizure warrant. So we see Mr. Moba Molu right here, the head of STEN, Moses Akaras Gray, former representative of District Number 8, just entered the fan. So you see the both of them hailing towards the formality right there. The both of them are hailing towards the formality, and they're going to have a very brief interaction. And we don't know what are they going to be entering here. As a matter of fact, this door is closed before the media. This door is closed before the media. The media cannot access. We've been told to wait out here, and we are patiently waiting right out here to see the outcome. Like we said, we are still anticipating having a word with the legal representation of Mr. Jackson, who are all present right here during this ongoing investigation. This marks the beginning of the investigation, and it is, you want to call it, it is day one, and we are told that the body is deposited at the Samuel Striker funeral home in Sinker, where autopsy may be conducted, as part of the investigative process. So we are right here, and like we said, we are here to bring you the step by step, happily in this investigation. So we ask that you keep being with us, keep glued, don't go away. We're hoping that the team will come out. But yesterday, photos we saw, we don't know if it is what triggered the police appearance at the house, in the house this afternoon. We cannot give you details of that, but some of as part of the photos, that we saw last night, some, saw some this lady lying in the pool, in the pool of blood, and we saw cloth, white cloth, with blood all in it, so police is here to do such a seizure warrant issued by the court, and we are told as well that we are told that forensic will be done on the body as part of this investigation. So we hear Mr. Jackson and the police, his legal representative, and we can tell you when they will be out, but we are here. We've been here for over 38 minutes now, right at the home of Mr. Jackson, and we are staying here patiently to bring you the outcome of the police presence here in their investigation. We're going to bring you the part of the investigation that brought the police here today, and we're hoping that the legal representation of Mr. Jackson can trail us through as well in what they are here for. As a matter of fact, Mr. Jackson has already started, has restricted his interaction with the media. Yesterday he was very vocal, and even after going live, and this morning he also had interaction with the media. Yeah, in that interaction, there are several things that he told the media. Mr. Jackson personally has problem with the way the matter began. According to him, he accused the police, he accused the government of Liberia through the Liberian National Police, of exposing his wife, privacy. He had a very serious issue with this, and he highlighted this in one of his interviews that he had this morning. And Mr. Jackson earlier on, after these things, have now restricted his interaction. He's not actively speaking to the media as he began this process. So indeed, we are right here. If he's not willing to talk like he earlier on started this afternoon, our expectation will be now to speak with the legal representative from Mr. Jackson. So friends and relatives, sympathizers are still making their way in. Some are coming in, one after the other, while the team is indoors and doing their work. Somebody will say you gotta give the police the chance to do their job, and I'm not sure somebody want to consider him guilty, to consider Mr. Jackson guilty at this point in time. As a matter of fact, only the court of competent jurisdiction has the power or the authority to render him guilty, of having set free. So that's the biggest question now. Will Mr. Sammy Jackson walk out of this allegation, or he will be hooked or considered as the doer? Will he be found guilty of the act? Two major questions now, and these questions can only be answered based on the investigation from the police. So the police will have their work done if he is charged, if he is indicted, and of course he will be forwarded to court to have the matter adjudicated. But till then, this is it. This is where we are, and we are here to bring you it just as it is. And that's it. Keep following, keep sharing. The situation right here is still on. The South Africans, as a matter of fact, Tonya Jackson is a citizen of South Africa. If you've been following the accused, social media handle, you find out that they have had a lot of interaction publicly, from the US down to South Africa and coming on here to Liberia. Mr. Jackson, in one of his interviews, said they came here in August of last year and they are still here. As part of their being here, they've been able to establish, some businesses as husbands and wife. But this is the tragedy. The tragedy is on, and like we said, nobody predicts. As a matter of fact, it is only investigation, a proper investigation, that gave us the answer to what a lot of people are waiting for. The police, a lot of activists from different walk of life has been posting and some are demanding justice, and why on the other, friends, and Jackson will be also people who claim to know him well will say that he is not the one. Definitely, these are arguments that are out there. Some will say he's guilty, he's the one that did it, and others will be there to argue that he's not the one that did it. So the argument right here is on, from different angle. So keep sharing, keep following. Give us a feedback of the broadcast. We don't know what's happening right here. Somebody say no image. We don't know what you say when we don't know what you mean when you say no image. But kindly specify it. If it is an issue of sound, we're going to have that worked out. If it is the issue of technical, if it is, we're going to do our best as well to have it adjusted right here. But once you give us the feedback of this broadcast, stay with us, don't go away. We're right here, like we said, we are here, and we will continue to remain posted to bring you the outcome of the police presence right here. A forensic team is here. They are in the media is being asked to wait out here, and I don't know, right here we want to bring you the look of how it is from outside here. The police from yesterday are still around here. The police are still posted here from yesterday. This is where he went live, describing how the place was yesterday and telling followers of his that the police were at his home, and just following that live shortly, the police responded, as having him as a person of interest into the matter. This is Oro. We are in the Oro community. This is it. And we say thank you for always following us. So we will now move to former Representative Moses Akaras Gray.
Especially in the kind of environment you are in, smiles on your face. Why are you smiling? I thought you should be mourning by now. In empathy with Mr. Jackson.
Everyone know that we're in empathy. That's why we are here. I do personally know Sam, and I also know his wife personally. We have some series of hangouts together, and good ties, good relationship. So he's like a family person, and I've been knowing Sam even before I became a national politician in this country.
Great. The team of forensic investigators are in there. You have access to the building, and there are concerns being raised. What are you doing here for the fact that this investigation does not concern you?
When you say investigation, I didn't come here because of investigation. I came here as a friend and a family member to consistently sympathize, like you see everybody sitting in the yard. If for any reason the investigators don't want people in the yard, nobody will force themselves in the yard. You know that. You will not break through the barriers. You media people right in the very yard, or they're off standing in the same yard, so I don't see anything wrong with that.
What have you, before my colleagues can come in, what have you observed because you entered there?
Actually, I didn't have interaction with them. I didn't even see them. Probably maybe they're in the room area also, but I didn't have interaction with them.
So Mr. Jackson,
what's your take on everything that's happening here? The loss of Mr. Jackson's wife, police investigation, all happening at the same time.
First, it's sad that human life is something that we all have to consider very serious, and especially knowing the individual in question. I mean, it was untimely to me because we didn't expect it the way it happened. But I'm a very blunt man. I just think that people doing too much, especially on the social media, and I would not hold back. Sam is a national political actor, whether you like it or not, and some of the very people who have been vehemently opposing him on social media, on radio stations, are some of the very people who are running with all sorts of different narratives. I think that especially those people who some are officials of government and some are members, renowned members of the Unity Party. Some of you have
So
seen
do
some
you
of
see
those.
there as a weakness?
Some of you people have seen some of those things, and they should give the police a chance because this is their government. Okay, especially when you begin to make allegations as a government official, a current government official, and senior members of the ruling party making accusations of faces of the Unity Party, when prominent faces of the Unity
Well, some of
Party.
the officials that making
I
some
saw
acquisitions.
civic guys. Basically, I wanted civic guys. You saw a post.
Rick's.
Okay, Rick's, right? Rick's basically, yeah, you know, I missed their names off. So you saw Rick's post. It's an open, so you saw Vanny pass away. For example, it's an open big supporter of the Unity
So do
Party.
you think that
and other
that
people,
person
you
is
saw
political?
Rufus Barron, for example, it's an ardent open supporter. I know Rufus Barron since 2012. Okay, it's an ardent open face supporter of the Unity Party. So when you begin,
Friend to Mr. Jackson.
I'm saying besides being a friend, he's an ardent open supporter of the Unity Party.
So
I didn't even know you were a friend of Mr. Jackson when I got to know him in 2012.
Well, Mr.
So I'm just saying to you that that's their government. No need to politicize this the way they are carrying it. That's what I'm saying. It's not good for the image of the country, the government. People are carrying different narratives. Liberians are in South Africa, for example. Why at the mortuary the photo was released? You journalists, you need to raise the issue. Why the photo is released at the mortuary? It's like a nude picture. Not only is it nude, the dignity of the dead is very important. The police needs to investigate it. Whether it's the JFK that leaked it, or whether when the police went in, whether they leaked it, or whether it was at the funeral home, there's a need for investigation. All of those things could even jeopardize the true independence of the investigation.
When you said the investigation is not timely, do you?
No, I didn't say investigation is not timely. I said the death is so untimely. Yeah. My mind. Yeah, that's what I said. Investigation. I said for death. I don't know what timely, but I can't even go by the same to black with the police. Especially they didn't have a search warrant, so they couldn't just enter in his premises. It's the law of the country to enter in. But I don't think to comply. It's very important for his name, for his image in practice.
You told to comply with the police
Yes,
investigation?
yes, that is complying. Most of us.
No,
Let me tell you this.
Asking someone to comply with.
No, let me say this to you. Probably you don't even know. I'm one of those who have been invited by the police. I've been there before. Okay, even under the CDC time. Even when the court invite me, I go there. There are sometimes I go to the court for some other issues that I don't talk about. Okay, since they invite me, I go there. But I will say this to you. The reason why I want you to comply, I'm optimistic. Okay, for that thing I see people trying to relate photos, whether they're old photos, to current situation, all of those things. I think it's just too much. To be frank with you, it's just too much. And it's saddening. Some of those people who talking about
Some of the people you're referring to.
some of them need to check themselves. I don't have to call names there, my man. But some of them need to check themselves. Okay? But what is important is that it's good that assemblies comply. The lawyers are here. Okay, that's what we are here again, because when you saw him leaving the police station, we thought that they had just released him, but we came to realize that they want to do some session whatsoever. And he will definitely comply. There's nothing to hide. Look, Sam would not hide anything. I know Sam. I said I've been doing something before politics. He would not hide anything. Whether from any conversation he would give all out.
You're speaking like a father to him. You're speaking like a
Sam
father to him.
Sam is like a father and a big brother to many of us. Okay? Yeah, 73-year-old man. We've been around for a very long time, you know. Okay? So I think the way people running with things on Facebook and it's not good for the end of the ruling party.
So Mr. Jackson has been somebody who has been very vocal when it comes to policy of this current administration. Do you think this will be another opportunity
Look, you
getting
see
to
me,
him?
I don't have my feelings, and I don't want to talk too much. That's why yesterday I didn't want to talk. But Sam is a political figure, and the issue is being addressed politically by the Unity Party as per their posts. There is nothing hidden about it. How come a basic guy will come to a conclusion that somebody killed someone? How can the faces of Unity Party come to the conclusion that somebody wanted to have
Somebody
sex
say these are
with
individuals.
So someone may say they're not speaking in official capacities as stewards of Unity Party, but rather individuals.
Are these not the same people that have been fighting Sam Jackson on Facebook? Are these not the same people that have been fighting him on radio station? Are these not the same people that want him to be arrested when somebody say you'll be in a jumpsuit? An official of the government saying that you'll be in a jumpsuit, be embarrassed tomorrow morning. These are the things we're talking about. And then people say it's not political, people shouldn't politicize it, but they are politicizing it. It's political, it has a political undertone. You can see it clearly from their actions, from their reactions, and they control the government so they can influence decisions.
So do you see there as a witch hunt?
I don't want to use the word witch hunt, but it could influence decisions, and it could be beyond witch hunt. Who knows?
Anything finally on every break?
Finally, I just want to tell you people in the media, I'm very, very concerned about the role the media will play and handle in this situation. I must commend most of you who've been coming in, okay, following the case religiously. It's very important that we narrate the story and say the truth. See, for example, somebody went and put a photo up with her head, with something like a surgery on the scar. They don't even know that a surgery was being performed. They don't even know that it was a brain surgery that was performed. And they created kind of a scene as if to say someone collected someone's head and knocked it on the wall and just bust it. Okay? So there are all the news, some of the major news, some of the upcoming news all like that, and they publishing these kind of things. So they should check the facts.
You want to
first.
name some of them?
They know I don't have to name, but they have to check the facts. Remember, we on Facebook. I see Facebook. I get my own page too. So, no, let's be realistic. I'm just saying that we shouldn't sensationalize things. You should check the facts. Because yesterday, let me tell you, when that photo came out last night, a lot of people, oh no, oh this, like, oh he did swear, oh he did that because of that picture.
People who want
okay,
to
like when I talk to some people, they say, oh really, this is the performance surgery, they didn't even know. So you, the media people, should be saying it. Okay, it's very important. It's very important for the country, and if we should handle these things because you don't know what may be the reaction of South Africans in their home against Liberian pressure. I saw some of my friends from South Africa raising these concerns the way things are being carried out. But okay, there's the image of the country also, but it's very important. Not because you against St. Jackson. And I will tell you this: the situation of Muhammad Ali. Okay, when he was under condition that day, I went to him. I went there. I protect friends. When I say protect friends, I protect friends on the basis of what I know about you. I'm not saying people cannot commit crimes. Don't get me wrong. But when I know my friend, and I don't run away. Sam Jackson is my friend. I'm not going to run away from that. Yeah.
It's not political. It's not political.
It's a great thing to us. So the forensic team just left the house, and we have them going this way. Another side, they are hailing. That's another side of the building. They are hailing right here. The forensic team are hailing the back of the house has been opened right here, and the forensic team is here. So another move is being made right here. That's the back of the building. So the officers, the forensic officers are doing their investigation from all sides. That's the back of the building right there. And there you have them going, checking from one point to another, taking down notes. So there's a whole search around the building right here. So they have been nearly 30 minutes into, and they just open up, and they have entered right here. So you saw two of the officers from the forensic team entering at the back, and another two entered this way right here, taking down notes as part of the investigation right here. So stay with us. This comes after spending 30 minutes in the right at front. So we say and stay for us. Stand up.
Still on, following.
Wife yesterday the Brand National Police headquarters this morning, a matter of fact,
Okay.
so they are doing some observations. So you listen to the former district number 8 representative Moses Ascari. He said the United Party government is handling the issue political. He said they need to stop saying that they are doing too much in this case. Also, openly saying that he doesn't believe that such thing can be done.
Quite very hectic. Yeah, but we'll visit the investigation, forensic investigation. After this forensic investigation of autopsy, and we will need to determine it's expected to be conducted, of which they will tell the cause of the death of the late Mrs. Jackson. Everybody, sit here, the corpse in the compound of Mrs. Jackson.
They say my boy a power bell or
Hot.
Big forensic team.
You can't do it on that. Inconvenience me. Inconvenience me as well.
investigation was so when he gets to the police didn't have access to the building, they were on the outside. Until today, that the police search the work, decided to come here to the investigative team. It started supporters, statements,
So the team is still inspecting all part of the building, and they have just taken a look at the back of the building here, and now heading up there. Going to an hour now. The police stay right here at the home of Sam Jackson.
Investigation. The name is MyLiberianPeople. I'm getting to all of life happiness with no encouragement.
This is it. This place has been inspected, and we would like to bring you the scene of another angle of the building here, why the inspection is taking place, why the investigation is ongoing. So now from the members of Mr. Jackson, who is being considered as person of interest from other members are right here, friends, including the leader and founder of Stand Mora Molu, as well as Moses Akara Gray of District Number 8, Montserrat County, former representative. So this is it. We will take a short break and join you next time. But we stay here anyway. We stay right here. We have taken a water break, and we'll return right here to bring you the outcome of the appearance.